golfers? Well, the first returns are coming in on the WNBA All-Star voting. Of course, it will be in Indianapolis. And as you can imagine, Caitlin Clark is leading the All-Star vote. By the way, it looks like a massive turnout.
Angel Reese was promoted as the new face of the WNBA. But when All-Star voting results came in, she didn't even make the top 10. Despite all the media attention, she's shooting just *30. 9% from the field **, one of the lowest among eligible players. In contrast, Caitlin Clark dominated fan voting **, racking up over *515,000 votes **, and leaving Reese far behind in public support.
Fan voting, she was second in early returns in fan voting in 2024, but jumped to first with around 700,000 total votes by the end of the period. So I'm wondering, are we going to see 1 million votes this time? Because I saw somebody earlier that said so far voting is actually way up versus exactly where we was at this time last.
So why are fans trusting what they see on the court instead of buying into the media narrative? Did you see Angel Reese falling in the rankings before the votes came out? Let us know in the comments. She's been asterisked everywhere from big brand commercials to viral social media moments positioned as the face of the WNBA. But clearly, fans are making up their own minds.
The greatest myth in the WNBA dump has officially been exposed. The myth of all myths, the deception of deception. For the better part of 2 years, maybe even 3 years, the mainstream media has been trying to convince us that Angel Reese is a huge star.
The media didn't just report on Angel Reese, they elevated her. Outlets like Forbes labeled her, alongside A'ja Wilson, as a key driver of the WNBA's growth, completely sidelining Caitlin Clark, despite her consistently standout performances. The narrative was clear. Reese was being positioned as the league's next big star. She landed major endorsement deals, appeared in national ad campaigns, and her story dominated everything from sports segments to primetime news coverage.
Some in the media even do investigative journalism and claim that Angel Reese is the face of the WNBA because she leads the league in followers on social media, along with missed layups and a complete lack of athleticism. Of course, the vast majority of her followers are bots and lonely men, most of which are not buying tickets or watching her games on television because they can't afford the 5 pesos a month to watch the Chicago Bravado on WNBA League Pass.
Even after entering the league, official WNBA accounts continued spotlighting her college highlights, as she remained front and center in interviews framing her as the next breakout star. Everything was lined up for a superstar debut, and it wasn't just the league or big brands fueling the hype. Reese embraced it herself, confidently telling interviewers that she was the reason fans were watching, and that her legacy would stand the test of time.
And there's a people keep telling me, supposed second most popular player in the league that doesn't look like the second most popular player at all. And in fact, a rookie I have been touting that is playing better than Angel Reese, Kiki Arifin. Well, basketball fans are showing up, and they have got her voted ahead of Angel right now. Angel is not in the top 10.
Angel Reese's bold personality and unfiltered confidence made her a media favorite. Turning her into more than just an athlete, she became a symbol, a storyline, and the face of a new era in women's basketball. But when the All-Star vote results dropped, the reality didn't match the media narrative. Despite all the attention and promotion, Reese didn't even break into the top 10. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark led the pack with a staggering 516,000 votes **. That's not just a small difference, it's a massive disconnect. Fans are clearly watching the games and making their own calls, and those calls don't always reflect what the headlines are selling.
According to Forbes, Caitlin Clark is not responsible for elevating this turd into the mainstream. The ladies responsible for elevating the WNBA are Angel Reese and the unknown face of the Las Vegas Anonymous face.
So why didn't all the media hype around Angel Reese translate into real fan support? For every glowing article, there was a noticeable gap on the scoreboard. While Caitlin Clark let her performance do the talking, consistently putting up numbers that demanded attention, Reese's momentum seemed fueled more by reputation and carefully crafted narrative. The hype was loud, but the fan connection wasn't as deep as the media made it seem. That asterisk Forbes asterisk piece, placing Reese at the center of the WNBA's growth, while barely acknowledging Clark's impact, highlighted just how curated the story was. But fans aren't buying into headlines alone. They're watching the games, and they're voting for the players who truly deliver.
Enough to tell you where Angel Reese's place is. Well, it's 13th place. And I can tell you right now, Jonquel Jones ought to be ahead of her.
This disconnect between media narratives and fan votes goes beyond basketball. It's about trust. When the hype feels manufactured, fans notice. They want to see players asterisk earn asterisk their spotlight, not be handed it through branding and PR. The All-Star voting made that clear. Despite all the promotion and exposure, Angel Reese still didn't crack the top 10. That wasn't a glitch. It was a message.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion.
So what's really at play here? Is this just a case of media hype not matching on court performance? Or is there something in Angel Reese's game that isn't clicking with fans? She's got the endorsements, the headlines, and the spotlight. When you dig into the stats, the story changes. That's where things get interesting. Let's break down the numbers from Reese's rookie season and see what they really say about her all-star potential. You've probably heard a lot about her rebounding. But what happens when you zoom out and look at the entire asterisk picture?
Obviously, no way Angel can compare to Caitlin Clark as a shooter or a passer. And there is no way Angel can live up to her dynamic social media / podcast presence as a shooter or a passer or even a shot blocker. She's blocked only 2 shots so far this season. She doesn't even do that.
Let's start with the shooting numbers. Angel Reese is hitting just 30.9% from the field the second worst mark among 60 for qualified WNBA players through her first 7 games. For a post player, that's more than just a slump. It's a serious concern. Players in her position are expected to finish efficiently round the rim, taking high percentage shots close to the basket. But when you're missing over 2/3 of those looks, it becomes tough to argue for all-star consideration based on performance alone.
She has energy, she has an attitude, she'll rebound you the basketball. Great. Nothing else. She has nothing. She's got self-awareness. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player.
There's no question Angel Reese can't match Caitlin Clark when it comes to shooting, passing, or overall offensive impact. And while Reese has built a strong presence on social media and in the spotlight, that visibility hasn't translated to dominance on the court. She's only recorded to blocks all season, offering little impact defensively either. One analyst even called her for 17 performance against the Caitlin Clark-less Indiana Fever. Laughably bad . That's the kind of showing that doesn't energize fans or earn respect across the league.
Self-proclaimed Barbie not in the lead. Angel Reese isn't even close to making the top 10.
Now, you might be thinking, but she leads the league in rebounds. Asterisk, and that's true Angel Reese's hustle and tenacity on the balls are undeniable. She's got a real talent for crashing the glass and battling through traffic, and that part of her game is absolutely legit. But even with all those rebounds, her offensive struggles are tough to overlook. In today's WNBA, teams need more than one-dimensional players. Scoring matters, efficiency matters, and when you're ranked asterisk 63rd out of 64 in field goal percentage, that stat alone speaks volumes.